Another way that you can edit colors more globally is to use the Camera Raw filter HSL and grayscale functions. So in this picture right now, I have a Camera Raw filter copy of my background that I did some basic exposure edits to. In order to do this, I'm going to make a copy of that and I'm going to rename it with the tools that I'm going to use so that I keep it separate. Camera Raw filter edits. Then I'm going to go up to my Camera Raw filter. It's always a good idea to turn your layers into smart objects before you use any of the filters. I did not do that yet with this one, but I should have. The fourth tab over is HSL and grayscale. You can adjust any of these specific colors by hue, saturation, and luminance. So what that means is if I wanted to, let's say, turn these lemons into oranges, I could drag my yellows to the more orange end, and it does it in a little bit more natural of a way as a global edit. Now I can see that my basket got super red, but if I don't mind that, this did naturally change, well, kind of naturally change these lemons to a more orange color. Typically, I would rather just use this to kind of brighten up my colors. Saturation, we could make the yellows a lot brighter without affecting any other colors in the artwork or in the photo, or I could drag my oranges back down to lose that yellowish orange hue in the basket and kind of neutralize my background. I could play with purples and blues to actually make my background be a little bit brighter over here. And I could play with luminance. You can see changes the brightness of a specific color within our image. And that's changing my histogram up here too, so you want to keep your eye on that. I'm darkening this basket here to add to exposure. So these are all cool edits that you can play with that will make color-specific changes to your photos. Once I'm done with this Camera Raw filter adjustments, I would want to go and check my opacity and fill and maybe play with these a little bit to make them more natural, play with my blending modes to make them a little bit more natural looking. Something like lighter color or lighten might be a nice way to adjust these edits.